Every single Tuesday, I am working on saving up money to buy a new home. I'm also working on some other big goals like investing for retirement and investing to pay off the current home that we own. So I do this on Tuesdays, which I call Transfer Tuesdays, where I take my extra money, saved money, found money, money that came in the mail, and I put it toward these big financial goals because I know that small amounts every single week have really added up to these bigger achievements for me. And I love being accountable and staying consistent on my goals. It has helped me achieve so much. So today we are going to be looking at those goals and we're going to be putting money toward them so that I can see what progress I've made in the past week. Last week was a little bit of a rough week for me, but I'm feeling amazing this week and I'm very excited to be here today and share what progress we've made. If you participate in Transfer Tuesday with me every single week, please leave a comment down below and let me know what money moves you've made this week, and I would love to hear about it. Last week I had a lot of really awesome comments and I wanted to share some of them on the screen with you guys because the community here is amazing. I love how much everyone is working toward these big financial goals and building these awesome foundations for their lives around money so that they can achieve bigger things. It is really amazing to see other people succeeding along with you, and I hope that that is the same for you every single week as you view these comments, you see my progress, and you follow along with me and do it yourself as well. So without further ado, let's get into the numbers because we have 3 things that we're tracking today, 3 different goals. The first is my Roth IRA. Then we're going to look at the house savings progress, the down payment progress, and then the final goal, which is to have an investment account balance equal to the amount I still owe on the mortgage on this home currently. So those are my 3 goals. Let's look at each one and see what progress we made this week toward achieving them. So I am going to be using some extra money this week that I achieved from different sources. So I definitely had a little bit less extra money this week than previously. I did not have a lot of extra freelance work or anything like that. So this week I did cash out one of my apps that I use. I have several apps that I use for like extra money from doing little tasks and using them when I buy things. And then I also had some extra income from selling things. I basically go through my kids' clothes every week or so and add new things to be sold. And then also my own clothes, I resell those and basically anything we can find. And we just try to get rid of all of that. So I had most of my extra money come from those sources this week. We're going to be working on my Roth IRA first. For 2023, I'm trying to contribute the maximum amount I can to this account, which is $6,500 for the year for me. It's an individual account, so it's just my account. And so far this year, I've done pretty well, and I've put in $4,470. I am following along on the investing challenge that I created, so I do have a certain amount every single week that I need to put into this. I do have those for like a weekly option and also a bi-weekly option, depending on kind of how you get paid or how you want to do it. If you got paid monthly, you would just do 4 of the weekly ones at once if you wanted to do it that way. But basically having this like investing challenge helps me just know automatically each week which one I can pick. I can go along in the line or I can just pick randomly depending on the week, and that's what we're doing. So we ended last week with a balance of $4,470 contributed for the year of 2023. And that is pretty good. Of course, following along with the chart is really helpful. And then this week I'm putting in $160. So $160 is going into this account for the week. And that leaves us with a new contribution total of 2023 of $4,630. So we're getting really close to the end, and of course it's getting close to the end of the year. So we are definitely going to be finishing this goal out in a few weeks. We are in Q4, which is crazy to me, but the money is just rapidly adding up and we are going to be finishing out this goal. I got to color in another little circle on my chart, so it is really filling in now, and I only have a few left for the rest of the year. There's only 2 more months after next week, so it's like, wow, that's really adding up. Where's this year gone? I really, honestly, it feels like it's flown by. So much has happened. But we are now moving on to the next goal, which is the house savings. And like I said, I didn't have a ton of money for this one because I did have a higher number on that first one. And we didn't have as many sources of income this week. I didn't do any freelance work. So we are going to be adding to this account, but it's not like huge numbers. So let's look at those numbers. Our original goal for this account was $20,000 and we're not gonna hit that. So we are trying to at least hit $10,000 and we're getting really close to that $8,000 mark. So we are kind of progressing as the year goes along, and saving $10,000 is still a great thing and I'm really excited about it. So we're gonna try to hit that this year, and today we're making progress. So we're starting this week with a balance of $7,870.93 today on the 24th. And we have 3 different transfers, so 3 different amounts going into this. The first one is $10.83, and that was from cashing out an app, my balance on that, and I just put it straight toward this goal. And then I also put the $50 that we had budgeted for this. When I did my budget for October, it was very fragile little thing, and it definitely relied on more income coming in. But luckily we have been finding ways to make extra money, and I've been trying to hustle on the side and things like that, and also increase what I'm earning with my business. So I'm kind of over that little hump, and we are going up and up and up. So hooray! Thank you for watching as well. This is definitely a chunk of my income on this channel, and I appreciate and love you guys so much. So we have that $50 from the budget going in, and then I also have from my income from my business another $70 transfer as well. So we had $70 as well. So exciting news, we are now over $8,000. So I was really excited when I did that last transfer, and I realized, oh yes, we hit that $8,000 because our new balance is $8,001.76. So $8,001.76, which is 40% of the goal funded for $20,000. But of course, if we're aiming for $10,000, way more of the goal funded. So I'm incredibly excited about having so much of that goal kind of done and feeling really good about the progress. I've been kind of up and down on how I feel about that specific goal, but that's also been because our timeline for buying a house has been changed so dramatically over the last year. Just figuring out what we want to do with our lives, with our family, where we want to live has been a very emotional and up and down process to figure out. So having that finally kind of settled and having a longer time frame for moving from this house to our next house has really been helpful on adjusting how I feel toward that goal as well. Okay, and now we are going to be working on the final goal, which is where I am trying to grow my investment balance in a taxable brokerage account to equal my mortgage balance. And this is basically my mortgage payoff goal, which is where I am trying to build up an investment account that I could use to pay off the mortgage, but I'm probably not going to because we have a great rate and it's paying off really fast anyway. So it's my mortgage payoff goal without actually paying off the mortgage. So it's just kind of a fun thing for me to also invest on the side because I do want to grow in my investment accounts, but not having a specific goal for this money was feeling a little bit unmotivating. So now we are working on building up the investments to equal the mortgage balance. And last week we had a difference in the balance of $91,628.15. So this week our mortgage balance has not changed. I have not made the monthly mortgage payment yet for the month. So we are still with a mortgage balance of $108,586.37. So we are still the same mortgage balance, but our investment account has gone up a little bit this week. So we are at $17,008.22. So that's pretty nice. That means our difference, even without our mortgage balance changing, is $91,578.15. So that difference is roughly $50. It's not a huge change, and that's okay. It does not need to be a huge change, but it is moving in the right direction, and that's kind of fun to see. This is definitely the last goal in the priority list for me. I definitely have the other goals with a much higher priority than this specific one, but it is fun to track and to kind of show you guys how an investment balance grows, and also kind of keep working on the mortgage payoff goal that we do have, because we do eventually want to have a fully paid off home and a fully paid off investment home. That's kind of one of our goals for in our 40s. So that is where we are headed. And I love being able to share this goal and show kind of what that looks like for us. All right, friends, that's it for me this week. And the rest of the year is going to be so busy. I feel like every weekend from now until the end of the year is jam-packed with events, parties, family get-togethers. We already have such a busy schedule, and I am working on my November budget, so I'll have that video soon. but it's a lot. I am so excited for the rest of the year, but I am planning to stay strong on my financial goals, my health goals as well. I think Comment Club, if you watch this far, type stay strong down below, because we all need to stay strong and work on the things that really matter to us and keep those in our primary focus, even as all of the other stuff that we like and want to do and have to do is happening around us. But stay strong, stay committed to your goals, and I will be here next week on Halloween to talk to you guys about your goals and what we've done in our financial lives as well to get closer to those big goals. See you guys then.